Last time on Square Roots, after catching a cold on Vold, we go side quest crazy and solve a murder, unbuild an architect, and think about our mom. Later, we do a rundown of all our new crew friends. My favorite crew member is Lexi, because she has a machine that can rebuild my face. My hideous, hideous face. I'm a horrible old hag.
Hi, hello, and welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Matthew Van Zant, your one and only host, joined by my co-hosts, Johnny. I didn't think of something ahead of time, Brandon. Hang on. Johnny, Archon, Brandon.
Vanessa, this area is suitable for mining.
And Vanessa.
I'm the Pathfinder.
Wow, you found the path. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And this is a show where we play and talk about your favorite RPGs, one chunker at a time. We are on episode shrug emoji of Mass Effect Andromeda. Episode 5, says Vanessa, glaring at me with daggers in her eyes. And we're here. We're pretty cool. Get used to it, you know? Episode 501.
Matthew, this area can
Yes.
be mined for resources.
What if I drive slightly outside of the area where that can be mined for resources and then drive slightly back into it?
Matthew, this area
No.
can be mined for
Oh my God.
resources.
Please stop. Please stop. Your life support is fail. Oh, your life support is fine. Your life support is fail. Oh, your life support is fine.
I'm detecting elevated temperatures.
If I was the Pathfinder, I would have shut Sam down long ago. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Hey, one of the things that we like to do on this show is a great segment that is completely original to this show that nobody else does in any way, shape, or form, and that is our Hot Gaming Goose segment. Honk! It's where we talk about the gossip of the day, mostly about gaming, but also pop culture in general, because frankly, there's not a lot of gaming news right now.
Honk, 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 honk.
Oh, Johnny's getting us started early with some honk-tastic honks.
Oh, I was
Honk
just
me up, Johnny.
doing the chicken dance.
If you do the honk, you have to give some goss.
Honk, 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 honk,
Yeah,
honk, honk,
Vanessa's
honk,
right.
Well, I can give you some goss. Nintendo shadow dropped a Switch 2 update for Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is great because that means maybe there'll be updates for all the Xenoblade games. The bad part is it's $5 American, which I guess isn't that bad. I mean, Sony kind of did the same thing. Or $7 Canadian, which is...
Is that the terrible game we played on the show or one of its sequels?
It's one of its sequels.
Oh, good.
That was a good game.
I hope we never have to play one of those again.
Oh, wow.
Great. Wow. People love them. They are beloved, Matthew.
Okay. I've seen what makes you people clap, as the meme says.
I love
Or is it I've seen what makes you people boo? Now I can't remember.
I have purchased it. It is 4K 60 frame per second update. I have not.
Ooh, hot.
It came out today, and I had to play some Mass Effect, and so I haven't played it yet. But I did buy it for $7 Canada bucks.
Oh, man, that reminds me. Johnny, I need you to come by the house one of these days. I have a 4K HDR television, but for some reason, my Switch 2, everything looks super washed out and crappy, and I cannot seem to get it to look good. I finally had to turn HDR off to make it not look like washed out crap.
I guess we need to go through your settings. Well, when the Gorillas comes to Tampa, I will also set up your television properly.
Will you block Fox News from my cable box?
I bet you can. It probably has some kind of parental controls, and I could put like a code on it so you can't re-enable it because sometimes you.
Damn it, Johnny! I gotta hear my stories.
Mm-hmm. Is there stories on Fox News?
Honk!
Yes, Johnny. Everything on Fox News is a story.
Honk! Hey, exciting news out of Estonia. They're finally getting their very own version of Taskmaster. I know we've all been waiting, but the world's greatest game is now coming to the world's greatest country? ? I mean, it's up there. It's got to be in the top 40. Estonia.
We're getting another U.S. Taskmaster?
No, it's Estonian. The Estonian Taskmaster.
Huh.
Matt is mouthing his disbelief at this very exciting news.
I still
can't
have to
even
watch
believe
the
we're talking
Quebec
about
one.
it.
La Maître des Jeux.
There is a Quebec one, and it has a very handsome Taskmaster attached to it. I don't know if you had a chance to watch it,
Is it
Johnny,
me?
but it might
I'm a
be.
very handsome boy.
Yeah. It's hosted
My
by
mother
Matt,
tells me
who
every day.
speaks fluent French.
Oh.
Si vivo qua.
Estonia, country of 1.3 million people and 5 exciting Taskmaster contestants, and a Taskmaster and an assistant. If you have that,
I bet being on a show like that is like huge in a country with a small population like that. Like people will recognize you.
Oh, absolutely. These people won't be able to walk down the street anymore. I think that they should continue this trend
Without
and
being booed
get
for being on a Taskmaster spinoff.
get a Taskmaster for Latvia and Lithuania as well, and they can do the whole stack. That's what they call it, right? Those
What
3
about
countries?
Latveria? Should Latveria get its own Taskmaster?
That's a made-up country.
What about Genosha?
Again, but also, yes, a Genosian Taskmaster would be
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
I mean,
Because they'd all be mutants?
yeah. Taskmaster where people can use their mutant powers to do the tasks. That would be
Whoa,
great.
that sounds great.
I mean, think
no
about
psychics,
it.
though. No psychics allowed.
Yeah, that would be...
Do you think in a real mutant society, like, psychics would be discriminated against? Because get the fuck out of my brain, dude.
Yeah, it'd be like
I look like a wolf man and you can fry my brain. Go away.
It'd be like Babylon 5 where psychics have to like go join Walter Koenig from Star Trek's like thing. They like by law they have to join this like psychic force. Babylon 5, not great, but fun.
People constantly tell me I should watch it. I'm always on the fence. I want to,
It
but
feels like a big
I don't
commitment at this point.
It's
I've
only
bounced
5
off of so
seasons.
many other 90s sci-fi shows that people have told me I need to watch, like Farscape, that I don't know that I should.
Yeah.
It's got some neat
Honk.
stuff. I will say that. Vanessa.
Honk?
We got a new trailer for...
No, I was echoing.
Got
You
a
got a
trailer
what?
for Spider-Man Noir. Spider Noir.
It was surprisingly cool looking.
It was cool looking. The most surprising thing to me is that you can watch it in black and white or in color. It seems like a odd choice, but I think the thought is that some people just won't watch anything in black and white, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
I bet it's like a washed out color too. Do you think? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched the color trailer. I only watched the black and white trailer.
Yeah, I'd be more interested in watching it in black and white. I was real kind of down on that show. It just didn't really. I didn't love the character in the Spider-Verse movies. I've read the original Marvel noir stuff and didn't like any of it really. But that trailer was fucking good.
Is it a movie or is it a TV show?
It's a show on Prime, I think, right? And it's Nicolas Cage playing Ben Reilly, a.k.a. the Spider.
And maybe some kind of Johnny Flame character? That's not his name. Johnny
Jim
Storm?
said it was Molten Man.
Oh.
Jim said it was Molten Man, who is a Marvel Universe villain.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, it looked cool. I'm pretty excited for that. Johnny, you'll have to watch it. Not right now. We're not doing that anymore.
Good.
He's already
That's
watching it. I
terrible
can see
podcast.
by the look in his face.
No, I've got
Yeah, I
video
can
games.
see Nicolas
Chronicle.
Cage reflected in his eyes. I'll tell you what. Here's a small thing that I think is interesting. I feel like Nicolas Cage is not even is old enough that he's not even going to be close to doing stunts. And I think that means that they'll just let the Spider-Man wear the mask, instead of constantly taking his mask off like they do in
That's
the movies, which is
true.
always stupid and annoying.
Honk.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Oh man.
Did you hear that Yakuza? I can't remember if we talked about this actually. Yakuza Kiwami 3, the remake of Yakuza Kiwami removes a positive trans quest line, and it's just not a very good remake. It made it more dark and negative and not as fun.
Wow, that
Why
sucks.
would they do that? That's so stupid.
Well, there is a new leadership at was it RGG Studio? I can't remember what it stands for, and maybe they're just not as cool.
Real gay games.
Before
So
Kiryu
this doesn't
was
make
always
sense.
about justice and doing. Kiryu was always about justice, always about helping people, always about being who you are. Even though he is a gangster, he's a gangster with a heart of gold who helps people. So I don't like that, but I haven't played it. I can't say for sure. One more little piece of honk is the broken version of Skyrim on Switch 2 has been fixed apparently.
Hooray! Now we can all
Yay.
finally play Skyrim.
The Switch 2 version, like you would move the character and it would like literally take half a second to a second for you move the camera for it to actually move. It was the most
Wow.
broken game I've played in a while.
How do you release a game like that? Part of what made Nintendo such a fucking monolith of gaming was their quality control demands and the fact that they've completely abandoned that in the modern era. And it's not just the Switch that this has been on. It's been years. The Wii U had so much shovelware crap on it, but still, it sucks.
All those
What happened,
hentai
Nintendo?
games on the Switch eShop that aren't real hentai games that just have AI generated photos of clothed women.
What?
Oh, man.
It's true.
I don't like that.
Honk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is, to me, a piece of exciting news and is somewhat video game adjacent. Kristen Bell has joined the cast of Sonic the Hedgehog 4, the movie, as Amy Rose.
All right.
Oh.
Not Sonic's
Kristen Bell.
sister, right? But has a crush on Sonic.
Sonic's sister that has a crush on him, yes.
Oh, okay.
I love Kristen Bell, not for the reasons that most people love Kristen Bell, which is that, she's a very attractive lady and has starred in a lot of TV shows. I love her because I think that Tangled is Disney's best movie that they've put out in 20 years.
I always think she looks like a
interesting.
Gelfling from that dark. Is it Dark Crystal?
She doesn't. She looks like a gelfling. Jesus, Johnny, that's mean.
It's true though.
Yeah, I love Tangled. I loved Frozen as well, and I am not ashamed to admit it, but I fucking adored Tangled.
Tangled is good, and I agree. When I saw Tangled, I thought if I was still a little Vanessa girl watching this would be my favorite movie. But I was a big Vanessa girl, and so it wasn't my favorite movie. I still like it.
It was a favorite in my house with my girls, and we listened to the soundtrack in the car every day for months. Anyway, let me do another little honk here. Honk honk.
Yes.
Honk.
Bad news. Bad news. This one's a bummer. PlayStation has shut down Blue Point Games. You guys believe that?
I did play their Dark Souls remake. No, not Dark Souls.
Yep, they did the Dark Souls remake.
Demon's Souls remake.
Or
I did
Demon's
play
Souls,
their
that's right.
Shadow.
And they did the Shadow of the Colossus remake.
Yeah, how was the Shadow of the Colossus remake?
Johnny, I loved Shadow of the Colossus so much back in the day on the PlayStation 2, and I got that remake and played a little bit of it, and I just kind of I don't think it was the remake so much as I was just kind of like, oh, there's not a lot here, huh?
I
It's
still
just
think
not.
I still would like to do that for the show, but Matt's like,
There's
no,
no
this
plot
game's
in that
trash. There is a plot. You just have
Well-
to think for a while, Matt.
Thank you.
We should do Eco
It's like
first.
we were talking about, Jim and I were talking last night about Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I love and adore. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I don't think it would make a good game on the show because there's not much story. Like, you'll get one brief conversation and then it'll be, yep, so we went down to the catacombs and then we fought the boss and then we went up to the library and we fought the boss. It's not a lot to talk about.
I think it would be fun. I'll put it on the vote.
Speaking of, I have been remiss in my hosting duties. Listeners are probably wondering why we have not even so much as referenced Jim Banks, the
Oh, yeah,
fourth
him.
host of the show.
Oh.
And it is obviously, he is not here tonight. Unfortunately, he does have terrible, terrible diarrhea.
Oh,
obviously.
it's what they call the plops in England.
Yeah. Yeah. The Splatter-Waggies, I think, is another.
Gosh. I don't want, no one wants the Splatter-Waggies.
I like to think of it more as like a cleanse. You know, it's very trendy now to just. Yeah, it's the end of the holiday season. It's post Valentine's Day. He's ready to just let go of everything that he had sort of acquired and amassed food wise through that period, and now he's going to emerge a new, much smaller and dehydrated man.
Probiotic, more like poo-biotic.
Yay! Got him.
Hey, zing, take that, Jim.
And also take some Imodium.
And sorry, folks at Blue Point Games. I thought your Demon Soul remake ran really well, but the art style wasn't as good as the original. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned that.
You don't
I'm
need
sorry.
to apologize. That's fine. It's okay to be wrong about things, Johnny. Anyway, yep, that's a bummer. And this has got nothing to do with gaming, but I did want to bring it up just because I thought it was neato, which is that the Gorillaz, the band, are going to be the live musical guest for the first time ever on Saturday Night Live on March the 7th.
But they can't because they're a cartoon.
They do concerts, Vanessa. I think it'll be like that, where they like have the animated wall behind them and stuff. I assume it's gonna be like that. Or they're all wearing big fursuits.
I would like it better if they all wore big fursuits and then attempted to play their musical instruments while wearing them.
I don't think
Oh yeah, what if they just had Muppets out there, you know?
is Del the Funky Homo Sapien part of the Gorillaz now? I
No.
feel like he's not.
I don't think he is. I don't think he ever was.
Yeah, he was.
Just because you're
He
a
was in
gorilla doesn't.
he was in the one song.
Yeah. Just because you're a gorilla doesn't mean you're in the band Gorillas.
Well, and I don't think that lady from Chibo Mato is with them anymore either. She did the vocals on like 19-2000.
Usually a
Yeah,
band has
great.
some members, and sometimes other people play on their albums or something, but that doesn't mean they're in the band.
Well, Gorillaz, I think, is mostly just the guy, right? It's mostly just
Yeah, Damon
Albarn.
Albarn
Yeah.
is kind of the band, and then I think that the rest of the band has had people come in and out over the years.
Yeah, I like Blur and I like Gorillaz a lot. I like them both a lot.
Yeah, I agree. I like Gorillaz a lot, and it's every time they have like a new hit, I'm always kind of surprised they have just managed to hang around for all these years.
That whatever island, what was it called? It's not Thunder Island. It was like one of their last year singles. Pretty good, I thought.
They have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 members in the band.
Whoa.
Is Del the
Since-
Funky Homo Sapien in there, Matt?
I don't see him, but maybe this list is using real names. I don't know. I don't think that Dell was a part of the band. I think he was just a guest on that one song, and they have had many other guests on many other songs.
Yeah,
This has
he
probably gotten pretty
was
boring for
on
the
Clint
listeners.
Eastwood and Rock the House. And he's portrayed as a ghost.
Oh,
Yeah, he's a ghost.
Spoopy.
He comes out of the drums or something. Anyway, I thought that was interesting and worth talking about, and I believe that is all of the hot gaming goose that we have to discuss tonight. Vanessa is yawning. How dare you? How dare you, madam?
I covered my mouth daintily so you couldn't see.
Do you think that stuffing your hands into your mouth is the definition of daintily?
Uh-huh. Johnny's doing it. He looks so dainty and darling.
All right. Well, before we dive into the quest log, we do have a couple of things to plug. First and foremost is the Square Roots YouTube channel, Square Roots Podcast at youtube.com. We are streaming Ys Origins currently, and I believe Jim is streaming God of War Ragnarok in his downtime. So come check out those streams. It's a good, fun time. Ys Origins is harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm not thrilled. I was streaming last night, and I could not look at the chat or talk because I was getting fucking killed by monsters. Also, we have a Patreon, and there is a vote going on currently. The vote will be ending on... Nobody talk. I'm looking things up.
There's a lot of Gorilla's lore. I didn't realize this.
He
One
said
of them
not to
died
talk.
for a while.
Sorry, Matt.
Anyway, we have a vote going on over at patreon.com currently, and the vote ends on March the 2nd, so you've got a couple of weeks to get your vote in. It is 4 choices to determine the next game we are going to play on the show, and your choices are Fable 3, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Dishonored 2. And with a pretty handy lead, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Wow. Also, this says there's 7 days left, so maybe my math is bad. How can there only be 7 days left? Oh, because it's a short month. Blah. And that is as of recording, which is about 3 days before this episode comes out. So make sure you get in there and cast your vote before the poll ends on March the 2nd at 6 p.m. And vote for our next game. Looks like it's going to be Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which is a Johnny pick. Johnny, how do you feel about that?
Well, Matt, I thought from the start we had a strong team, and we've been playing the best that we can, making sure that we kick the ball and that it goes in the net. That's the important part. If we kick the ball and it doesn't go in the net, we don't win.
That reminds me of a piece of hot gaming news that I forgot to mention during the hot gaming news segment, but I'll bring up now anyway, which is that today the United States women's hockey team defeated the Canadian women's hockey team in the Winter Olympics 2026 gold medal game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, your women's hockey gold medal champions, the United States of America.
USA.
Matt's real happy about the Great Britain curling team. He's like, these are the
You
most.
said you were going to be nice to me tonight, Johnny.
What?
Didn't you?
Is that
Didn't you?
Not nice to make to note how they all look like. I was going to make the Spice Girls joke, but fine, it's fine.
I did note that the Great Britain women's curling team is the most Great Britain group of women I've ever seen in my life.
Now I need
they
to-
just seem to run the spectrum. And then Johnny correctly pointed out that that is very much the Spice Girls.
There's the posh one,
Yep.
the scary one. Ooh, that's always been
The baby
problematic.
one.
The baby one, the ginger one, and the sporty one. because there's playing
Well, there
sport.
wasn't a ginger one, actually, so I guess it wasn't a one-to-one comparison.
okay.
They're all pretty sporty. I mean, they're gold medal Olympic
Yeah, they're
athletes.
all Olympic athletes. You know, I tried
They
out
have
for
not
the
won
Olympics
gold
once.
yet, madam. They defeated the women's team. Wait, no, no, I can't remember. It was very late when I was watching it last
What was
night.
this? What was the stone news? Like, what was it? It's this stuff. I don't follow the Olympics. I
Canada cheats. That is the curling news. Is that the Canadian teams be cheating?
what did they do?
Instead of doing a clean release of their stone from the handle, they released it and then poked out their little finger and gave the stone an extra little poke.
Wow. Matt, I have the Gorillas fandom open, and have you noticed, like, anytime you open one of these web pages, there's always like a video podcast going on in the corner of two random people talking. Have you ever clicked on
No.
that? Why is
No,
that always
I find
there?
the ads on those fandom pages infuriating. I am here for one specific piece of information. Fuck off with your goddamn video ads.
I wanted to find out how many songs Del the Funky Homo Sapien sang on Gorillas, and it turns out the answer is 2.
Yeah, it's 2. USA. I was watching it on my iPad as I was working today because it's all on in the middle of the afternoon. And both of the kids had wandered into my room at that point, and the cat was sleeping on my bed. And when the game had gone into overtime, which in Olympic hockey it is 3-on-3 sudden death. And when the U.S. team scored, I screamed so loud that the cat jumped 6 feet into the air.
Oh, no.
And both of my kids were like, what just happened? Are you okay?
And you were like, sports.
Sports. Yeah, also curling is great. I don't know if you all know that. It's a real good game. It's good fun to watch. I don't know why it's good, but it's real good.
You know, I have my Olympic sport that I follow, and it's enough for me. I don't think I have the bandwidth to take on another sport.
It makes good daytime working background TV.
That's
You know what
a
I mean?
good point. You know what I'm into these days, though, and it's a little bit shameful, is those video podcasts. So many podcasts have like a YouTube version now. Just pop one of those on.
I've been watching. I didn't know this existed. I'm sure you've noticed this. The McElroys have been doing a lot more streams of video games lately, and less of that Clubhouse thing, which was fun, but whatever. And Griffin is doing it's called Trial by Fiat, the Majora's Mask, where he is playing a randomized version of Majora's Mask, and I was watching it. I love this. I'm all about this. I love Griffin. He's my favorite of that bunch. And I love Zelda, so of course I'm watching it. And he started talking about his other versions of this, where he played Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time like this, and I was blown away. I couldn't believe it.
I've seen
How did I
this
not
Link
know
to
this
the Past
existed?
playthrough for a while, and I watched a little bit of the Majora's Mask. I was kind of debating between Majora's Mask or Link's Awakening for this game, for this vote, because I want to. I've never really finished. I have never finished either of them. I've only played a tiny bit of Majora's Mask. Played about half of Link's Awakening. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting derailed here.
We're already well off of derailed. This is supposed to be our stream plug, and we're talking about another YouTube channel's.
Yeah,
So
that's
Taylor-
probably not the
so
best
Ta-
choice.
Let's talk about Taylor Swift's
Though I will say,
brother-in-law.
let me hang on. Let me squeeze in. I do want to say in the newest episode of that, he did finally get a Guy Fieri skin.
Oh, good.
For Link, and it looks fucking great. Like, it is shocking. So I went back and started watching the Link to the Past one, and now I'm so hooked. Like, it's so
Was he
good.
Kermit the Frog? Who was he in the first episode? It wasn't.
He kept bouncing it around. He had a ton of different people
okay.
that he was doing. The one that I remember is Cool Spot. He kept doing Cool Spot,
Amazing.
which I loved. He had a bunch of different models, but I think he had somebody create a Guy Fieri one for him, and it is fucking choice. Like, it's really good. And the one in Link to the Past is good too. So I definitely will be watching the Ocarina of Time one. And this has nothing to do with our YouTube channel or our streams.
I just
I'm an
wanted to
idiot.
say, Honk Speaking of Olympics bobsledding, Taylor Swift's brother-in-law did a video where he worked with the U.S. bobsled team to bobsled with them. And I didn't realize that Taylor Swift's brother-in-law is really hot and looks really good in a bobsled suit.
You didn't realize the game. The Jason Kelsey, I think is his name.
Well, if you want to be Taylor Swift's brother in... What is it when you're someone's brother-in-law's spouse? Is that brother-in-law
Is she married
once
to
removed?
Travis Kelsey?
No, your sister-in-law.
But she's not even married to Travis Kelsey, right?
No, not yet.
she is not. So
Okay, so he's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
yeah,
And I think
no relation.
you should go for it.
Yeah, I think you should go for it too. Fuck his wife.
Do
and
I have a
kids.
chance?
Also, I will say he does commentary on for the NFL now on one of the channels. I can't remember which one. He's pretty good actually.
Oh.
Like Jason Kelsey, I like him. So
Okay. Well, next time
I'm
you
sure
see
that
him.
he's a conservative douchebag, but
Oh, never mind then. I don't think that would work.
yeah. All right. Anyway, let's get back on point. And the point here is there is one more thing we want to plug, and that is Johnny's YouTube channel. Johnny, tell us about Bears in Games Neo.
Well, I'm working on a couple of videos.
What you got cooking?
I got
What's
two,
in the pot?
I finished 2 scripts. I didn't record voiceover for them because I was too sick for a little while, but I've just been
Sad.
busy. I gotta play so much. Mass Effect and other stuff. So I haven't had a chance, but the next 2 videos are Enchanted Arms, Makoto, Deep Dive, and a review of Grid Legends for the Nintendo Switch 2, which I really like. I think it is the best Switch 2 port, or best Switch port I've played, maybe. It's just, it works really well. I don't know, Burnout Paradise is really good too. Anyway, it's a good port, and that game has FMV, which is wild for a game released in 2022 to have a story mode that's all like a fake F1 style documentary about this racing team, and there's so many twists and turns, and it's so melodramatic and fun, and like the
Ooh.
bad guys are so bad. Oh, it's great.
That does sound pretty good. And I'm really excited for people to discover Makoto through your channel. I'm sure at least 1 or 2 people will.
I think a lot of people who will watch the video
Rude.
will not have played Enchanted Arms.
No. You can't. You're gonna kind of have to. I mean, you've got your script written, so don't take notes from me. But I hope that you are kind of explaining what the fuck this is, because
Yeah,
it
of
is
course.
wild.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I believe you will like it. I will mention that you do not like the game, of course. I think I already have in the script.
One of the worst games I've ever played in my fucking life.
I've played so
Says
much
noted
worse games than
heterosexual
that.
Matthew Van Zandt.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did you say that like it was a slur? I don't
It
appreciate
gets worse every time.
You were
Matt.
supposed to be nice to me tonight.
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah. Noted great guy, Matthew Van Zandt.
That sounded sarcastic.
See that? I knew that was going to happen. If we were nice to you, you would claim we were being either patronizing or sarcastic. Matt,
Matthew Van Zandt, never heard of him.
also, I'm getting a few weeks off of work, which will help me finish some Bears and Games videos. But also, I would like to play a game on your stream, the Square Roots Wednesday night stream.
My stream?
That is our stream, sir. You are a part of this podcast, and while you do not make very many appearances, it is your stream as well. I would love that. I would absolutely love for you to come and do a game, mostly because I fucking hate being the person playing the game.
What do you think? So I've sent you 2 clips so far, the very early clips of Privateer 2. What do you think so far?
Did you?
Yeah. Remember the girl getting like the spaceship? I don't know if you watched them. I put them into the chat. That doesn't mean you hit play.
Yeah, well, when you post things in the middle of the night, it is a hit
one
or
was
miss whether or
Clive
not I'm going to
Owen.
remember to watch it by the time I'm in watch video mode.
Yeah. One is Clive Owen, who is the main character of Wing Commander Privateer 2. He is a baby. He's like 27 or something.
Ooh, I love that.
And he's talking with the guy. I can't remember the name, but he was in Das Boot. He was the captain of the ship in the sub in Das Boot. And they're talking at a bar, and everyone's dancing like it's that future dance scene in Community. And I
love that.
Bar decoration is a giant mouth. It's real weird. It's super British sci-fi. Like, oh, you're gonna love it. It's if you like bad British sci-fi and me getting frustrated at a kind of annoying space sim.
Yeah, I remember playing one of those Wing Commanders, but it was the gameplay that I just did not fucking care for, so I did not make it far. But I don't like space sim stuff. Like, I just can't. I don't know.
I replayed a few missions of Wing Commander 3 as part of my Grid Legends video. That's why I played Privateer 2, because I was talking about FMV in games and when it's used well and when it's used poorly. And Wing Commander 3 I can still have a lot of fun. Privateer 2, it has a lot of bullet sponge enemies, which is never good for like. It can take 5 minutes to kill a single ship sometimes, and yeah.
Look, if you played Wing Commander on the stream, that would be all the excuse I need to make the podcast watch the Wing Commander movie as a bonus episode, and it's terrible.
It's not as good. Like, I would much rather watch the FMV cutscenes of Privateer 2, Wing Commander 3, 4, and whatever 5 was called. The Dark Knight? No, I can't remember. Anyways, but I'm excited to do that. But what are you playing right now on your stream?
What is the other option? I already plugged that. What's the other option?
What do you mean?
I thought you had two things: Wing Commander, Privateer, or
I don't know. I'm pretty stuck.
Was it just that?
Yeah, I think it's just that right now.
Okay,
Unless
that's
I know
fine. I thought you said you had two. I must have misunderstood.
I did, but I forgot what the other one was like a few weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was Mark Hamill in one of them Wing Commanders?
Sorry?
Who?
Mark
What?
Hamill. Was he in one of those Wing Commanders?
Yeah, he's in Wing Commander
yes,
3
he is.
and 4. I think he might
James
be in 5.
Vanderbeek was in the actual movie, right?
Why are you doing... Well, it was Casper Van Diem, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, it was Casper Van Diem and Freddie Prinze... No, it was Freddie Prinze Jr. and
It's Freddie
Matthew
Prinze Jr.,
Lillard.
you're right. Matthew Lillard was in that?
Yeah, he played Maniac.
He was.
We love Matthew
in
Lillard.
in the real game, it's Biff Tannen that plays Maniac, and he's so good. Like, they have crazy casts. You won't... I'm not going to talk about it on the show because you'll save it for the stream. You won't believe the cast of Wing Commander Privateer 2. It is insane how much money they had and who they got for that.
All right. Anyway, Bears and Games Neo, go check that YouTube channel out. It's a goddamn delight. And before you do that, why don't we dive into the quest log?
Let's do it. Codex time. Beep, boop,
No, it's not the Codex. That's not what the Codex is in the game Mass Effect Andromeda. The Codex is just a list of materials and shit. The journal is the quest log.
Oh, you're right. It's journal time.
Well, the Codex
you like
has all the
journaling?
information. You're journaling? We're all journaling?
We're all gonna...
Yeah, we're journaling. Live journaling.
Welcome to the Live Journal
You guys
podcast.
remember Live Journal?
Everybody's journaling.
Live Journal podcast would be pretty good. We could just find some live journal entries and read those. That had some wild stuff on it. I think it's sort of all got taken over by people who were
Russia?
into, like, that wolf stuff.
Oh, really? Isn't that all Super Hulock?
It's all Super Hulock, wolf stuff, fandom, madness. But I do remember back in the day there was some very good, like, fandom drama around the Lord of the Rings community. I used to really like to read, like, gossip live journals just talking about people who I didn't know in the fandom communities and the crazy things they were doing.
I love that idea kind of as like a podcast. That sounds like a lot of fun, but it also is so stuck in that time period that the only people that could possibly find it interesting are millennials.
Yep.
Or Gen
And also
Xers.
It could end up being kind of mean. And we're not about meanness here. We're about positive good time vibes.
Yeah, like our friend Matthew Van Zandt. We'll never be mean to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you be mean to me? I'm Matthew Van Zandt. I'm a fun,
And you're
good
our
person.
friend.
And I'm your friend.
Noted heterosexual. So,
You say that like it's a threat, which is weird.
we will be taking notes. So, last time we finished up on the beautiful planet of Ava.
Aya?
Aya.
Don't think
Ava?
it was Ava.
Aya.
Thank you. I do remember everything about this game, which I chose to play.
I
and have
don't
been
think it was
playing.
Ava.
Did we talk
and,
about Sarissa explaining it all last time?
I don't think so. Would you like to?
I did accidentally make Sarissa explain it all. I wanted to just keep Sarissa as the hero with no black marks on her record, but I hit the wrong button, Vanessa.
I don't know who Sarissa is. Say more.
Okay.
Yeah, I also am extremely confused.
There's a side quest. You have a lady in your party named Undercut.
A lady?
Yeah, a lady named Undercut, and she was friends with your dad, and she wanted to be next in line for Pathfinder. And Undercut used to be a...
That's right. She thinks this should be a meritocracy, and she's mad because it's nepotism.
Yeah, you're
what
a
a
Nepo
baby.
Pathfinder. So, Undercut's real name is Cora.
I just know that you're going to be the best Pathfinder because I made you from my semen.
Mm-hmm.
That's your dad.
Yeah. And Cora's big thing is that she makes a delicious breakfast. You know, you can get those crepe omelets there. You can get the banana Nutella crepe there.
I don't think you can quantify anything as a delicious breakfast if it doesn't include tricks. Tricks are for kids.
I don't think I've ever had tricks.
I have. They're not.
What was
they're very
wrong with your
spiky.
childhood? That's what I would like to know.
I wasn't allowed sugary cereal.
I did have tricks. They weren't great.
Can you, the next time you see her, ask your mother for me, why did she not love you?
Okay.
Wow. Wow. I guess there was no rule about Nat not being mean to Vanessa's mom.
I think
I
that's
don't think
more
it's mean. It's
to
just a
Vanessa.
question.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, it probably was something that was wrong with Vanessa that caused her to feel that way. I'm sorry.
And it's always served with a big, huge side of fruit. And yeah, Cora's is great. Anyway, so Cora has been really on your case about finding the Asari Ark. It hasn't shown up. And she's
But she's not Asari, so why is she culturally appropriating the Asari culture?
she spent a lot of time with the Asari, and really she's basically is an Asari. And they said it's cool for her to say that word.
Yeah, right? Is this a commentary on white women that get way too into other cultures?
She used to be an Asari commando.
Like, say, English culture?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, but...
You have to be nice to me.
So on...
I'm genetically mostly English. It's my
Vold?
culture, too.
Is it Vold or is it on? Well, I think you find some stuff on Vold from this Asari Ark, like a ship that had been part of the fleet that had crashed there, and then eventually you find this transponder, and Cora works out where she thinks the Asari Ark might be, so you head there. And Cora is obsessed with Sarissa. She's like, Sarissa explains it all. Sarissa tells you how to be a good commando. Sarissa tells you how to live your life, all the strictures of Sarissa, and she is the bodyguard.
Sarissa, famously played by Melissa Joan Fart, a huge Matt crush when he was a teenager.
Did you call her Joan Fart?
Yeah, because you said Sarissa, so I thought I'd change the name.
Oh, okay.
I
Thank
thought
you.
it
Please
was
clap
a
for my great
commentary
joke.
on
You
her
guys have to be nice to me
politics.
tonight.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Johnny, when you said that you guys are going to be nice to me tonight, did you expect me to use it against you like a fucking bludgeon?
Yes.
I think we're figuring out why we haven't tried being nice to Matt before.
So we find this
Cranky,
arc,
I had a bad day.
and she's really dismayed because it looks pretty blown apart. Like there's a lot of holes in this arc, and it's really close to the scourge. And they're like, all right, well, let's go see. So they find a working docking bay and dock with the ark, and they get there, and there are people. There's people, so there's still some power and people alive. And at first, the captain thinks that you're all Ket, but you convince her you are not, and she lets you in. And she explains that the matriarch, who was the
How does she think you're all Ket? Can she not see?
She's not in the same room as you, so maybe she doesn't have a camera feed there.
maybe their cameras are broken.
There's no
Matt.
audio
The ship-
feed either, I
the
guess?
ship
There is
in
an audio
bad
feed
shape.
because once you say you're not a cat, she stops the pending purge.
Yeah. And they explain that the Pathfinder's bodyguard, Sarissa, is now the Pathfinder because of the original Pathfinder dying. And then you got to go through and like try to restore power to the ship. And you find this other commando lady, but she's really new. She's super new. And you help. Did you do this, Matt?
No, I did not. This is further proof of what I assumed, I think, 2 or 3 episodes ago, which is that all of the other Pathfinders are going to be dead. And only your Pathfinder is the most special Pathfinder in all of the Andromeda Galaxy.
Well,
Well, to be fair, your Pathfinder wasn't the original Pathfinder either.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You're right. That's
Yeah.
a good point.
Sarissa is off fighting the Ket, so you can't meet up with her yet. And Chorus never actually met Sarissa. She's just like a fan. She's a huge, huge fan. So you find
Weird.
this other Asari commando who is doing her best, and you do have to split up. I was sure she was going to die. I was like, oh, they're setting up this like likable dorky Asari to be killed. And you have to like do stuff while she's plugging in some power things, and the room is they do blow some Ket out into space, which is really fun. And you find like people have been sheltering all around the
Johnny
ship.
thinks blowing Ket is really fun.
I like blowing enemies out of a space dock. It's pretty fun.
That's pretty fucked up.
And you end up finding the power thing and fix it, and then Sarissa arrives and she is kicking lots of ass. There's this like Archon guy, not Archon, I don't know, he's just a guy, he's a Ket leader, and she kills the kill out of him. She's like, yeah. But you do find a recording of her and Cora is very upset by this, where she obviously has let the Pathfinder die because she was trying to save some other people.
Well, she was trying to
Cora's-
save some data, not even some people.
Oh, you're right. It was Data.
Yeah, data
Yes.
about how to navigate the Scourge.
Yes.
And Data, famously not worth saving. I mean, he is the only member of Starfleet with a positronic brain, but come on, he's not real people.
Well,
And-
this data is like all the flight routes that the Ket used to get around the Scourge, and would be super useful to have. To
Yes,
navigate
but
this
it's
new
also
environment.
it's also what inspired the Ket to attack the Asari Ark because they're trying to recover it.
Right, and they have been basically under siege for the past few months, I think, or year or more, and that's why the ship's in such bad shape. And Sarissa, she chose this Data over the person that she like had this kind of religious leading, like she was like the mission she had to protect the Pathfinder was like a holy thing, right? And she didn't do it. And now she's the Pathfinder, and you have all this exposure. And so after Sarissa kills this Archon type or Ket leader, you have the option of being like, hey, I know what you did, or not talking about it, or like just keeping it to yourself. And I meant to not make a big deal about it. And I hit the wrong button because I thought that the mean choice would be on the right, like in all the old Mass Effect games, but it was on the left.
Oh, no.
They tricked me. I should have read what I was going to say before I chose it. So I did expose to the captain and everyone that Sarissa has lied. And this was real bad. But then I was like, but she should. They're like, well, who's next in line to be Pathfinder? And it was Dorky, Commando Girl. I'm like, no way. Sarissa is way more qualified than Dorky, Commando Girl. So even though Sarissa's been a little naughty, it was in order to get this data, which is useful to everyone. So let's give Sarissa another chance.
Oh. Well, I also did this quest, and I said, no second chances for Sarissa. I want Dorky Girl Pathfinder. So she becomes the Pathfinder, and Sarissa takes her equipment and fucks off somewhere. She boards a shuttle and takes off on her own into space.
Oh. It seems like a good idea in a brand new galaxy you've never been to before.
Mm-hmm. She'll be fine.
Yeah, no, definitely. We won't find her corpse later.
But all through the mission, Cora was like quoting, remember what Sarissa says in the manual to the Commando rookie. And
boy, I'm glad that you decided to do this because now I don't have to.
I thought it actually is one of the really Mass Effect feeling missions. Like it felt like a chapter from the original games.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Yeah. Don't deny yourself content, Matt. It's fun.
Thumbs up. It's one of the better missions in this game.
Well, with that out of the way, and thank you, Johnny, for doing that, it's time to head...
Johnny, was that you trying to make up for missing the episode where we did all the side quest stuff?
I was sick.
It's time to head to Kedara, because Ephra, the resistance leader, has told us that there is a traitor named Ven Terev who helped the Archon capture the Moshai, and that traitor is on Kedara. Ooh, Kedara is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Kedara is a spaceport.
Why?
Well, it's being controlled by the outcasts from the Nexus. These are the people who rebelled before we arrived.
Should have been psychologically screened out of this mission.
Should have been psychologically screened out. When things started to go wrong on the Nexus, they tried to overthrow Director Tan, but they failed and were exiled. And now they live here on this port where they took it over from the Ket, and they have Ket heads on pikes around as a warning. And it's run by the head of the Outcasts, Sloan, who requires people to pay a protection fee to stay in Kedara, or else they have to go live in the slums below the port, or worse, out in the Badlands. I liked this planet because it does have people on it, and it felt more alive than where we've been before. I guess Vold had a few resistance people, but this, it's fun to go to a planet that's already populated to a certain extent.
Vold still felt really empty. I found. It didn't feel like it had cities, but the cities didn't feel like cities. This actually has like a little section of a city that feels city-like, even if it's only like 4 buildings. It's still, I don't know. It still feels like they had a lot more time for this area. Like fill it out and make it feel more Mass Effect-y. It's got a strip club now with men.
It's got a strip club.
Mm-hmm. With male dancers, something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And non-binary, like the Asari. I still like my pet theory that the Asari look like whatever you're attracted to, which they sort of allude to in one of the first Mass Effect games.
But I'm not attracted to tentacle heads.
Well,
and yet they have tentacle heads.
But that's what I'm saying. They'd look hotter to you because they'd be your type.
But they sort of look like human woman, which is your type.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they would look like beefy boys to me because that's my type. Mm-hmm. Although it'd be weird if they're talking about their mother and all that and matriarchs. Maybe I would hear it as father and patriarchs.
Maybe, because you love the patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
And I would hear
Famously.
it as tea time and cricket
Crumpets.
and God Save the King. So,
I did enjoy going to a Mass Effect style club again,
Yeah.
with the pumping music and the dancers and
Did you go to the one on the Nexus?
no.
Oh, you
There's a
should.
bar on the
There's like a bunch of
Nexus.
quests. Yeah, there's a bunch of quests there too.
Great. More quests.
You can play
That's what
poker
I
with
want.
Gil, the most
Great.
pointless character.
oh, how dare you? Gil's great. He's the engineer.
He's a ginger, right?
You gotta have an engineer. First we head to a little bar, not the strip club bar, just a fun little bar to meet up with the resistance contact. And there we meet a man named Reyes. Ooh.
Yeah, boy, the game was immediately like, you want to fuck this guy, right?
You
You want to
have,
fuck this guy, right?
I think you have more.
Every conversation I had with him, I had to carefully avoid the bang this dude
Yeah,
option.
you
More
get
like
more
ride him,
options
am
to
I
flirt
right?
with him than anyone else.
Is that
in
what
the
it's
game.
like for women dealing with extremely handsome men, where you just have to be very careful not to accidentally, oops, I fell into bed with him.
It's like talking with PB. Trying
that's
to avoid
true.
having sex with her.
Yeah, she.
I can't do it. Every time I see her on the ship, I'm like, hey, sup,
So,
sup,
Hey,
tentacle
girl.
head. Hey, girl, hey.
Yeah. What did you think of Reyes, Johnny? Were you drawn to his allure?
I wasn't, but I feel like evil Vanessa is.
Yeah, I think evil Vanessa would 100% be into Reyes.
So I have been
Wasn't
flirting
evil
with
Vanessa
him. Nothing's
banging her way
happened
through the
yet,
galaxy?
but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
You're not trying hard enough because he seems easy.
So Reyes tells us that Ven has been captured by Sloane, who is the head of this station, and she is planning to execute him. So we need to go meet Sloane and figure out if we can work out a deal. Sloane was the head of security on the Nexus, and then after the rebellion, she jumped ship. So we go meet her, and she's a total Matt girlfriend, am I right? Like,
Nope, not even fucking remotely.
but she's mean.
She reminds me of Jack
know
a
what?
bit from Mass Effect 2.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, she's just.
I dislike Jack so much, I have played that game and not recruited her.
Yeah, she's a real tough lady. She doesn't.
She mean.
She's mean. She shakes people down for protection money. She doesn't give a fuck. She hates the Nexus. And you can ask her nicely to talk to the Angaran. And she suggests, look, you go talk to him and then I'm going to kill him. And I said, well, you don't get to decide who lives and who dies. You're not a official court of law. And she's like, get the fuck out of here. Pulled her gun on me. And
Oh,
so I
wow.
had to leave.
I was like,
Yeah, same thing.
I was like, yes, ma'am. Evil Vanessa out. So like we agreed. We're on the same page, not like in a romantic way, but in like, yeah, you know what you're saying makes a lot of sense. You know, I realized Andromeda, like, they didn't have time to really screen all the applicants. It's like they suddenly got billions of dollars in funding and then just hired whoever, really.
Yeah.
Like, not really noticing, like, they might be a psychopath or have criminal backgrounds. That's just what happened with Andromeda. But it's really important to have this initiative.
Yeah.
Even though it's, unsanctioned and it goes
It's really
against
important
probably
to the
galactic
plot of this
constitution.
game to have antagonists that are, from the Milky Way galaxy.
I'm sure they gave them ample training before
No.
arming them and sending them out to the Andromeda
I don't think so,
galaxy.
Vanessa.
Oh.
Although they haven't got their space bonuses yet, and they're getting. That's probably why Sloan left. Honestly, is that she didn't
Yeah.
get her space bonus.
She should have read the fine print. You have to be a part of the Nexus for 5 years before you get your space bonus.
Yeah,
You have to arrest a certain number of brown people. Oh no,
They're
I got
called
two for
Turians.
they're called Angarans.
Guards are blue or purple. So, if you don't get her permission, you have to go out and talk to Reyes, and he's like, I won't do the accent. I probably shouldn't. But he...
Do it.
He
do
does.
it.
Is it the same
All
voice
right, all right.
actor as plays the elf slut from Dragon Age?
Oh, interesting question. Let's look it up.
He sounds a
Is-
bit like elf slut.
Yeah, Siri, is Reyes Elf Slut? He is voiced by Nicholas Bolton, who also voices...
That is an elf slut name if I've ever heard one.
He voices Male Hawk in Dragon Age 2.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
So not elf slut, because elf slut
Not
is also
elf
in
slut.
Dragon Age 2.
And one of the first wardens in Veilguard.
Ooh, don't spoil that for me.
Oh, sorry. And he did a voice in Lego Star Wars.
Okay,
He's done a lot
he's
of
not
video
elf
game
slut.
work.
Okay, well, the question has been answered, and we may move on.
All right. So he was like, "Oh, I have a code to get in the back door, and then you can."
Yeah,
Yeah, he does.
Oh, high five, brother! Yeah.
And I barricaded my door with like 2 laundry hampers, and somehow this cat has got in here and is meowing in my face.
Oh, yeah. This is my life
I cannot
That's
be
my
kept
life.
out.
I have
that
a
you were
quietly
describing.
sit in here one. Although Matt, you must have had to edit out some. Porky was a little loud last episode.
I don't think I did. I leave in cat sounds.
Yeah.
People like cat sounds.
People like cat sounds. They like to know there's a cat on.
I
the
don't like cat
podcast.
sounds.
She's just sitting here being cute today.
Yeah, like me. So Reyes says, "Hey, I have this access code to get you in the back door, so you can just sneak around and go in that way." So I snuck around and accessed Reyes's back door. And in there, I found Ven and was like, "Hey, how about you tell me everything you know? And in exchange, I'll break you out of here so you can go stand trial with the Angaran people." And he was like, "How is that a good deal?" Yes? Matt?
Did you changed your mic cable, right?
Yes, I did. I got a thumbs up. So I say, "Well, you know, you did commit the crime and betray the Moshai." And he's like, "Yeah, I thought that it would be a way to like save us from the cat, but I guess that was a stupid idea." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're real dumb, but let's get you out of here, pal." And he agrees. So off he goes, and he tells us that he has hid a ket transponder somewhere in the Badlands. Ooh, bad.
Vanessa, this reminds me of a Simpsons joke, and I can't remember the context, but Vanessa saying, "Except for Gore Vidal, and he's kissed more boys than I have." And then Marge says, "Girls, Lisa. Boys kiss girls."
What happened with you and this guy, Johnny? Because you went in with Sloane's permission. Did you bust him
Yeah,
out?
so she's like, "Oh, go talk to this guy and see if he'll give you the transcoder." And he was just real upfront. I didn't have to like bargain anything. I was like, "Hey, buddy. Hey, where's this transcoder, friend?" He's like, "Oh,
Hey,
that
girl."
transcoder, it's under a building somewhere in the Badlands. I'll give you the nav point."
Yeah, when we first arrive here, I kind of was like, "Oh, cool, it's going to be like a little city." And then instead they're like, "Hey, go to the Badlands." And you do, and it's just another huge open
It
world.
is
Yeah.
pretty though.
It's
It is
pretty.
pretty. I liked Kedara a lot, so I'm not complaining, but I was a little like thrown. I was like, "Oh." I
Yeah, I was
got
kinda
out.
hoping
I was
for-
like, "Oh."
There's no scenes like in Mass Effect. Was it 3 that had the DLC where you're doing like the car chase, or the one where you're going like through the library, like you have to like climb all the
Yeah.
sides of
Yeah, I
buildings?
think
Yeah.
that's 3.
Yeah, there's nothing like
that
that.
whole crazy through the Citadel scene. That thing was that shit was awesome.
It was
So I think
great.
I remember hating it because it was hard. I kept dying.
I did die a bunch on that one where you're climbing the outdoors. Words of the Citadel.
Yeah.
But the car
As-
chase was silly.
But imagine if you had a jetpack. Then it would have been so cool.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a
They
jetpack.
They
in
should
this
make
game.
another game that's all based around this kind of flying jetpack thing. It's gonna do great. Just make it like a Destiny, like an open world live service game, and it'll make EA gajillions of dollars and make BioWare the biggest, bestest RPG company ever.
What could possibly go wrong? So we wander back out on our way to the Badlands, and on the way we stumble across a murder. Whoa! It's a murder.
I did
there's
talk
a-
to that one like Angaran who was looking for her brother or sister, and they were dead in the pipes. But that's not a murder, right? They just died, right?
That's just they just died in the pipes. No, this is a dead body in the middle of the town square, and some guards are looking it over, and you can scan it and figure out that they were murdered. And Sam, I think, suggests that you go talk to Reyes about this murder. So we can talk
And
to
I did.
Reyes. Down in the slums. We head on down. We get our first glimpse of the Badlands. This planet's deal is that its water is super acidic, and if you step in it, it will make you an ouchie. It also has some geysers that go off at intervals and will burnify you. But for once, we don't have some kind of atmospheric hazard that keeps us in our little car. We can run around as much as we want to.
Yeah, Vanessa has her helmet off. I also gave her a pink and white paint scheme for all her armor, so she looks like RC from Transformers. It's pretty cool.
Cute. So we swing by this strip club that we have talked about before. I guess it's not a strip club. They aren't stripping. They're just dancing in cages. It's a go-go club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a go-go club.
And we can talk with Reyes, who tells us, yeah, there's been a lot of murders. You should definitely look into it. And I have some theories about who could be doing it, but I want it confirmed first. I also found a woman who is a dancer in the club on her break and chatted with her. And she is a huge fan of Sloane and says that she wishes that she could contact her brother back in the Milky Way galaxy and tell him that he's not the only one who knows celebrities. And her brother is the guy who Shepard punches in the face, who is the...
Well, her last name's Werner. And she's like, yeah, my brother Conrad thinks he's so cool because he knows a celebrity. Well, I know one too. Well, they're all dead. They're all dead, Miss Werner.
Yeah, they've all been dead for 600 years. But I thought that was a fun little Easter egg.
Dim Jenks was mean to a little robot boy, and they all died.
So we head on out to the Badlands. What do you think geologically this is close to as a planet? I'm thinking maybe like kind of Norway, but not snowy. Like, it's very rocky. It's green, but it's craggy.
If Arizona was more seismically active, I guess, like had the Yellowstone kind of farting geysers.
It looks very windswept.
The pools have made it very easy to solve crimes. Or not solve crimes, to hide crimes, because there's these big acid pools everywhere. So you can just kind of toss bodies in them. There's a good quest giver.
Sulfur pools. It's not acid. The bodies are still there.
Well, they're slowly dissolving. I think it takes a few weeks. But there's a good quest giver and an evil quest giver standing right next to each other. And one's like, yes, tell me, by the way, if you come across any of these bodies, could you tell me about them so that I can make sure justice is served? And there's an evil quest giver right next to her that's like, yes, or tell me and I'll give you money. But money's useless and she'll give you like viability points. So even
Yeah, why do you
Vanessa-
need money in this game?
But Matt, Vanessa, what do you think? So those two are just standing next to each other all day. Are they like co-workers? Are they friends?
Oh, I think they're lovers.
Oh,
wow.
yeah. I
Eh,
think this is like an elaborate sex game that they play.
Which one's this hot Pathfinder going to choose? Is it going to be?
Yeah.
And I think at the end of this quest, they're going to invite you into a threesome.
Oh, they're like, we saw you across the Badlands, and
And we dug your vibe.
yeah. But I really like this quest. There, if you go to where the outpost is going to be built, there's a Krogan and a Turian like, oh, this guy, he's our friend. He's just sleeping. We're just waiting until he wakes up.
Yeah, I
Don't worry
saw
about
those guys. And they're right next to like another body in the water.
There's a hidden cache there that I found, but I couldn't activate. I think I wasn't supposed to be able to get to it until you turn the water to not acid. But I navigated there anyways because I'm that good.
All of these planets, I don't know why the first thing you should do is ignore all the side quests and go do the monolith quests.
I know, Matt. I
I
see
agree.
these things and I want to push the buttons and clear out all these icons. It's a sickness, Matthew.
They're icons.
Yeah, the
These are
monoliths
icons
are
for you
icons
to
too.
push.
Yeah, I did go and kind of do the vault right away. I don't have anything in particular to say about this vault. Do you guys? It's just
No,
it's another vault.
it's just a vault.
Yeah.
These things they're fine. Like they're not fun to play, but they're just kind of
Yeah, there's nothing really
it's
exciting
just a
to
thing.
say about them.
You go follow the checkpoints and jump around the level
Mm-hmm.
and shoot the monsters.
Do the Sudoku puzzles, which I love.
I stocked so many of those keys that I don't have to do them anymore. You can buy them constantly.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
you could. It's one, and you don't. You get so many weapons you don't need that you can just sell them and buy as many keys as you
Yeah.
want.
But it's fun to do
They're
the
cheap. They're
puzzles.
600 credits.
I love
I think it's fun,
Sudoku.
too. I don't love Sudoku.
I did run across one. I don't think it was this planet. I think it was the desert planet that I couldn't use the key on, and it was fucking
Oh,
hard.
no.
And I did it. I fucking did it, and it was hard as shit.
I think these are easier than those. What game had the star map puzzles where you had to like make the
Oh,
constellations?
that was Inquisition.
Yeah, those were
Oh yeah,
tricky.
I gave up on those things.
Really? That's just like a connect the dots.
It's more than a connect the dots.
Yeah. It is
Well,
more than
yeah, 'cause
connect
you
the
couldn't
dot,
go over
yeah.
the same path.
Yeah.
twice, but still, I'm good at BioWare puzzles. That's like the one thing I'm good at in life is BioWare puzzles. So
Aw.
I'm good at both of these.
You got to figure out how to monetize that, my friend.
It's true.
You're good at driving.
Give me any Tower
he?
of Hanoi, any connect the dot puzzle, any light Sudokus,
Mm-hmm.
tile puzzles.
The Tower of Hanoi.
I already said Tower of Hanoi.
Oh. Well, BioWare uses it over and over again, so I think we
It's
can
true.
too in
So
your
can
list.
Vanessa.
Talking to elf sluts, you're good at that.
Yeah, of course.
So, once you do the vault, it's instantaneous change, which I really appreciated because we've been having not that, and the water is just fine now.
Yeah.
Everyone's taking off their metallic armors and going for little swimmies.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. You can drive the car like right through the water. You can splash around in it as much as you want to. Everything's just fine now.
It's a fun, splishy splash time. It's finny fun.
It's finny fun. So we head on over to the murder site, and on the way pick up that.
Good God, are we still talking about a murder in
Yeah,
Kedara?
yeah.
God.
Pick up that transponder that Ven mentioned, but we're not going to do anything with the transponder for a while, so just tuck that in your little back pocket. And we head to where a murder has taken place. Scan some things around, and it seems to indicate that some Angarans done did it. And
Well,
however, there were also Angaran victims. So Reyes gives us a call and is like, I think it is the Rokar. And you say, well, why would they kill other Angaran? He says, well, the Angarans they killed were fans of Milky Way people. So they're going after anyone from the Milky Way or anyone who thinks people from the Milky Way are good.
Milky Way.
Yep. Reyes helps you figure out where they are, and you go meet them there, and basically just kill all the Rokar. You don't have an option. There's no, talk it out.
I mean, yeah.
It's just another case.
You can't talk it out.
Yeah, of going and killing
They're
a whole bunch of
Angaran
Rokar.
supremacists.
Yep.
You're basically killing Nazis.
Yep. So that's that. After that,
All right, next time on Square Roots. Oh.
No, that's not that. That's just the murder. We then get a suggestion. Interestingly, on this planet, you don't have really clear guides of what to do next. So Sam will just chime in and be like, why don't you go talk to Sloane? Why don't you, go see if Reyes is busy? So Sam suggests we go talk to Sloane.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like to do the monoliths, and then I like to go open up all of the, what are they called? Front landers?
Yeah, the
the
base,
forward
the forward
stations.
bases. Yeah.
Forward stations. That's what I said, basically.
Yeah, I think that's fun too, because then, especially as you get more quests, you can fast travel around the map, which is very helpful.
Well, and also it's an excuse to haul ass around this open world planet in your fucking Corvette.
Yeah.
I think, you know? You know, I upgraded the shit out of that thing, and with the agility mode and the extra boost and the extra jump,
the extra 4x4 is
legitimately
really fun,
on
too.
Kedara was able to climb and vault off of mountains. It was so stupid. It's so dumb, but it's so fun.
Some of your companions really like it when you do that too. They'll go woohoo, or they'll talk about how they like having 6 wheels off the ground, and some of them will complain.
Not Drac, though. Drac does not like
He
it.
does not like it.
Having Drac and Vetra in your party is like having your mom and dad in the party. It is the worst.
Well, he really likes... they really like each other.
Original. How's the grandkids? They're fucking terrible.
I had Vetra and Liam for a while, and they do not like each other because Vetra is not into how Liam used to be a cop and really gives him a hard time.
And Drac and Liam, they slowly start to... if you play with them in the party enough, they slowly start to like each other. Because at first they hate each other.
No, it's but it's Liam is trying so hard to get to know Drac, and Drac is such a dick to him.
So mean.
Hey, Drac, let me ask you a question. No.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite interactions.
Yeah, I heard it 15 times because they're constantly playing these bits on a loop, and when you've got these people in your party for more than 10 minutes, you're going to hear them.
No, you're not supposed... I've only heard the lines once.
Yeah, me too. I've never
Okay,
heard
well,
of
I've heard them 6 million times.
Wow.
That's bad.
I also had Vetra and PB as a combination, and they start out a little antagonistic, and then Vetra eventually starts asking PB for advice about how to deal with her little sister. And she says, PB, what do you do, when your big sisters want to talk to you, but you don't want to? How could they get through to you? And PB goes...
I feel like PB would be the worst person to ask that
PB
to.
goes, la, 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 la. And... but eventually, Vetra admits that even though PB is annoying, she does like PB, and PB also likes Vetra.
Aww.
Matt's rolling his eyes at friendship.
Gang.
I am, because it feels forced. These people are nothing alike and have no reason to like each other or get along.
They have common goals, and that's something.
I guess.
So we tool around. We head on back to Sloane's base and talk to Kestis, who is her second in command. And he tells us that there are rumors of some Ket on Kedara. And you're like, so what? Go deal with them. You're in charge of Kedara, right? And he says, well, we can't because Sloane's whole thing and the reason she's in charge is that she cleared out all the Ket. And if it turned out she didn't actually clear out all the Ket, then people might not think she's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, but she sucks, so that sounds good to me.
Yep. So he has us...
She's a warlord. She fucking sucks.
Yeah. She has us go find out what has happened to some people. There have been some abductions. We go there, we scan some Ket footprints, and irritatingly have to drive like, I don't know, 30 feet and then get out of the car and scan some more footprints and then drive 30 feet.
Yeah, that sucks.
Get out of the car and scan some more
Are
footprints.
you like one of those people who, if you're going to 3 different stores at a mini mall, will drive to each of the stores?
No, it's such a good opportunity to get steps in for free.
I know
some people have to do that for mobility reasons, but
Of course.
if not, get your steps in. It's fun. So
I also park in the middle of nowhere in a parking lot because I don't like trying to fight for parking like people do right next to the entrance of stores. I'll just there's a million free spaces. I'll just park over there. But then whoever is the passenger in my car, usually a large man, will get mad.
That's funny. I don't like to park in the back, but I will always go park on the sides because those are also typically wide open. And I don't know why, for me mentally, it's like the same distance. Like I'm still walking, you know? Mm-hmm. But for some reason, I'm like, but I'm not in the back. Like I still got like a front row seat.
Mm-hmm. I like to pull through. I won't lie. I look for that, you know.
Yeah, I like a good pull through.
I like 2 spaces back to back that are empty so I can pull through and have my little front sticking out. I know some people like to back into spaces and have the skills to do that. I do not. I need to park away from other people where I can pull through.
I hate a backer inner.
I'm a backer inner after doing it after working at a car dealership for a couple of years. I had to get good at that, Matt.
It's not a question of being good at it or not. It's that it's annoying. And if I am also in the fucking lane trying to pull into a spot and you're playing back-end games, I want to ram you. I want to run you down.
I'd much rather that than people trying to back out badly. Just back in. It's way easier. Once you get used to how to do it.
Backing out's easy. Everybody has fucking backup cams now.
Yeah, and still fucks it up and takes forever. Anyway.
It's also why I like driving small cars. It's so easy to just kind of go just like a little movement and then you can just get on it.
Yeah. I did really like that. The Beetle was so fun to drive around like that. It's so maneuverable.
I honestly think I would like to drive a scooter, but I'm too scared of being squished and died.
And
you should get a e-bike.
Stuff.
And lake stuff.
You're talking about passing e-bike laws in Florida for teens, and I wish that they would hurry up and do that. I was driving home from the store before we recorded, and I was driving down the 2-lane or 4. I never know if it's how do you think of it? If it's 2 lanes on each side, is that 2 lanes or is that 4 lanes?
It's highway?
Like a boulevard. Yeah,
And as I was driving up towards my house, there was a kid on an e-bike driving on the other side of the median into oncoming traffic in the middle of the fucking
good Lord
street on his e-bike. And this is not the 5th time I've seen somebody do that. Like it's clearly a thing that kids are doing around here. And like, yeah, hey, Florida, pass those fucking e-bike laws. Get these kids off of these things. It's insane. It's nuts.
Yeah, I saw a story about like some pack of Florida kids on bikes who were kind of terrorizing the neighborhood, like Heathcliff. Like they were just riding around in packs like little Hell's Angels.
The cat?
But they were on their
or
little
the guy
e-bikes.
from Wuthering Heights.
I also multiple times have seen kids at intersections, like on the sidewalk, but like revving their bikes up and like jumping it into like a wheelie as if they're jumping into traffic and then stopping short before they actually fly into traffic to like scare the drivers. I've seen that several times and it's nuts. Like, get these fucking kids off these things because they are not fucking responsible enough for them.
That's a Mr. Highway business.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, my son wants one for his birthday and I will probably buy him one. I trust him not to be a fucking idiot.
So, once we find the cat, Sloane shows up and she's like, "Hey, I'm here too. It's me, Sloane." And Kestis and her have a little bicker about why she's there and that she shouldn't be there. But it comes to nothing, and you just go in and kill all the cat. It's very much like what we did with Reyes, but this time it's with Sloane.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, we're making friends all around. Next up, Reyes wants us to track down some cargo that's been stolen from him. You track it down, and it's a trap. There's not very much to say about this. It's just some lady who comes out, and she's like, "Reyes, finally I got the one up on you." And you think you're the best smuggler, but I'm going to be the best smuggler because I got all the other smugglers together and we're all going to kill you because we hate how you're the best smuggler.
They all hate Reyes, which is fucked up.
Yeah. And you kill him.
Mm-hmm.
At this point...
You killed Reyes?
No, you kill the betrayers. And
can you kill Reyes?
I don't know. I didn't try to.
He's really annoying.
Oh, he's dreamy. And then, shockingly, we have to leave the whole dang planet. We have to leave the planet and do something else in order to advance this quest. I left the planet, and I think that this was the point where I did Cora's quest, or possibly Liam's.
I think Cora's quest doesn't unlock until you get to Kedara.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Cora's quest last time, Johnny. I don't know why you believe we did, but it didn't happen.
I wasn't sure. We talked about it today.
Yeah, we talked about it today.
It's been out for the episode's been out for 2 weeks. You could have listened to it at any time.
I did. I just forgot.
Fair enough.
I think I left the planet and went and did a bunch of resource mining in other solar systems.
But eventually Reyes will give you a call, and he's like, "Hey, want to go to a party? We can have a fun night out." He's still flirting with you. You still get the flirt options, but I said, "I will go with you as a friend," which he consents to. And it's a party at Sloane's. So we head on down there. He goes off to do something unspecified and leaves us to mingle with the party guests. There's an Angara there who's kind of friends with him, and she talks about Reyes and how he's a cad and a bounder, but she kind of likes him, but she works for Sloane, and she's just keeping her options open. And we can talk to a guy who is gambling. They're playing a very simple game of evens and odds, and he asks you to suggest whether he should bet on evens or odds. I told him odds, and he did lose and was not happy about it.
Well, I mean, what do you expect? That you were psychic?
Maybe. I mean, we do have an AI in our head, so perhaps that could have helped us. Talk to Sloane. She's not happy that we're there, but there's nothing she can do about it. And talk to some other guy. Oh, a guy who had a fight with his girlfriend. And I think he's an Angara. No, she's an Angara. He's a Turian. He, excuse me, he tried to compare her looks to her sister and suggest that her sister was more attractive than her.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So you can either call him a fuck up or call him a fuck up, but still encourage him to go make up with her. So he wandered over to her after my encouragement and was like, "I'm sorry. I was trying to make you feel jealous. And she says, Angara, don't play games like that. But it's okay because I like you. And he says, I like you too. And they make up despite
Aw.
his big fumble.
Didn't they say in Mass Effect 3 that like the Turian body fluids could be bad and you have to be careful about those? But that's for humans. Maybe for Angarans it's different.
Yeah, that's what Morden said, but then he also said he was kind of kidding.
Oh, okay.
Then we eventually realize that Reyes hasn't come back, so we go to look for him and find him in Sloane's storage room, digging through some bottles and things like that. And someone is on their way, and you say like, "Oh, quick! Think of a distraction." And I got a like a renegade prompt to punch Reyes, and so I did. I punched him in the stomach, and he doubles.
I did the same thing.
He doubles over, and then when the guard comes in, you can be like, "Oh, he had too much to drink," and the guard's like, "Oh, okay." And Reyes is like, next time I get to think of the distraction. And it turns out that what he is after is a bottle of whiskey. And you're like, whiskey, what's wrong with you? And he said, this whiskey was already good, and now it's aged 600 years. And let's go on the roof and have a drink. So you go up on the roof with him.
Do you think whiskey is still good after it's aged 600 years?
I don't know.
I would assume it turned to vinegar at some point.
I assume it was in some kind of maybe like cold storage or something. So maybe he isn't being entirely honest about the aging process. Maybe it was also in cryo. So we head up on the roof. Reyes talks about how he is a dashing, lonely smuggler, and he doesn't really have anyone in his life and wonders if he is at all significant. And he can be like, oh, you got a friend, buddy. You got me, buddy, old pal. And the game keeps sending you the flirt prompts, being like, kiss him, damn it! Kiss him on the roof with the whiskey!
Yeah.
Do it!
The internet does say that whiskey would still be good and would not spoil after hundreds of years.
Well, there you go.
Ooh.
Assuming it's properly stored.
So, after that, we take off again. Poke around some more, do a few more things, and then we get a prompt to go see Sloane. We head on over there, and Sloane is like, Kestis, my right-hand man, got his ass totally kicked by the Collective. The Collective are, of course, the rivals to the Outcasts, who are led by the mysterious leader, the Charlatan. And she's like...
We haven't talked about the Charlatan at all,
No,
which
we
is
haven't.
a huge part of this chunk here.
Everyone in the port is always talking about the Charlatan. They're like, the Charlatan, nobody knows who they are. Maybe it's a group of people. The Charlatan is...
Well, and there's a whole second group here in this port of... So the Sloane's people are the Outlaws, and they're called the...
Collective.
Collective.
Yeah.
So some people you'll talk to will be Outlaws, and some will be part of the Collective who work for the Charlatan.
Yeah, and down on the planet,
and
they're
the
always...
way they've described it is...
Sorry. On the planet, they're always having, like, gang wars between them. So you'll come across Collective and Outlaw people
I
shooting
like
at
coming
each
across when those big dinosaurs are attacking one of the groups. I just like sit back and watch. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. The way they describe the members of the Collective describe it is that the Outlaws, the higher ups are all just Sloane's buddies, but the Collective is a true meritocracy.
Yeah, that's what Crux said.
And you can also stumble... Johnny, you did this. You stumbled across the Collective base and had to do a little mission there. Will you tell us about that, please?
Sure. I found a cave, and Vetra was like, oh, we should check out this cave. So I did. and there's like a body there. You find a surveyor who one of the guys back in, I think, the slums was trying to find. But it turns out he fell real far and broke his neck. There was no murder. It wasn't anything. It was just an accident. He thought he was a stable guy, but he fell. But also in those caves, you'll find the collective base. It's just kind of snuggled in there nicely. And this is Crux. She's running this place. And you talk to her. Everyone's like, oh, talk to Crux. Talk to Crux. So you talk to Crux, and she's like, hey, you seem trustworthy. I'm having a problem. Someone is giving our information to Sloan. Can you believe it? Anyway, they must have been doing it near one of those sulfur pits, so they probably have traces of sulfur on them. And we looked at footprints, and they were a little smudged, but they're either like an Asari or a human. So you scan all her higher ups in her like inner circle, and you find two that are suspicious. One says she's working on the water filtration, so of course she has sulfur on her. That's the Asari lady. And the other one is like, oh, I was doing like special. It's a human lady's like, I was doing special missions. And Sam's like, her heart rate went up when you ask her about sulfur, and she won't tell you why she was near sulfur pits. So it was obviously her. You tell it to Crux, and she gets her detained. But the most important part of this mission is while you're going around talking to everyone, you will find a button.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, did you find this button?
Oh, yeah, I could find a button.
Yes.
This button is next to a...
Your name's not Matt, madam.
Oh, it's Matum.
There's a Solarian standing next to the button saying, don't push that button. And you push it. He's like, I told you not to push it. And then you keep pushing it, and he gets increasingly angry until he says every time you push it that a prisoner gets electrocuted. And then I kept pushing it, and he's like, okay, I was lying. The button's just broken.
See, I didn't realize that because I only pushed it once, and then he was upset about it.
Oh, no, you can push that, like...
Yeah, same.
There's a different response every time. All 30... there's 30 voice lines about this.
Oh, wow. So you sort of did like the prisoner shock experiment and did not pass.
No. He was very scolding me, and then he's like, yeah, the button doesn't do anything. But it was labeled mysterious button, so I had to keep pushing it.
It's fun. It's a fun button.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Shiny,
find a fun button, you should always push it.
Candy-like
That's
button.
what she said. Hey!
Hey! All right, let's go back to High Noon.
So, that's the collective. Sloan is like, the collective's finally gone too far. They beat the shit out of Kestis. We know where they are, though. We've tracked them down to this cave. And I need you to come with me and help me get revenge against the collective. And I'm just like, I guess, okay. Like, it's not good to beat someone down, so let's go see about it. So
That's all Sloane's people do.
I know.
It's like her whole MO.
But we also have, this extra motivation to get in with the leadership so we can build our little colony. Because even once the planet is ready, it's like, oh, this is Sloane's territory. We can't build a colony without her permission. Her people will attack us and stuff. So we head on out to this cave, and there, out of the shadows, steps Reyes himself.
What?
Who was...
I gotta admit, this reveal was actually too obvious for even Johnny.
Yeah, I was
Johnny
gonna ask.
Ew, no.
Matt, were you shocked by this reveal?
I mean, I wasn't shocked, but I also didn't guess this.
Dory.
And Reyes and Sloan says, where's the charlatan? And you can say, they're one and the same.
What?
And Reyes
This
is
whole
like, yep,
time?
I'm the charlatan. I've been the charlatan the whole time. You can decide to be mad at him about it or not. Since I hadn't romanced him, I wasn't really that upset about it, but I wonder if the dialogue options, maybe that's why they push you to romance him so far. like hard so you can get the twist of betrayal. And Reyes says, I'm the charlatan. I don't want a war between our people, so let's have a duel right here, right now. Mano a mano. And Sloan is like, that sounds great to me. I was the head of Nexus Security. I am going to totally kill you.
My name is Reyes the charlatan. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yeah, except she didn't. But, she's done some other bad stuff. So they're squaring...
You knocked my father up for some protection money.
Yeah. They're squaring off, and out of the corner of your eye, you see the little glint of a sniper's barrel. And at this point, you have a prompt. You can either save Sloan or not. Johnny, Matt, mostly Matt, what did you do?
Did not.
Wow.
Fuck Sloan. Sloan's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah. I also did not save Sloan. But I did.
So Johnny must have saved Sloan.
Yep. Johnny nudged Sloan out of the way, at which point Reyes turns around and runs off. You can chase after him. He's running towards the shuttle, and you get another trigger prompt where you can either let him get onto his shuttle and fly away or shoot him in the back like a dog.
Even evil Vanessa doesn't like to be betrayed like this. So,
So evil Vanessa shot Reyes in the back?
Well, Johnny hasn't got back to this part yet because Johnny got way too sidetracked with side stuff and spent hours and hours doing side stuff in this game. But yeah, let's say evil Vanessa will kill Reyes.
No, that's her special boy.
Yeah, evil Vanessa's pretty evil.
Oh, that's too evil. So, if you let Sloan die, the collective takes over Kedara. They put that Angaran woman we met in charge, and Reyes continues to rule from the shadows. If you let Reyes go or kill him, Sloan tells you, I still hate the Nexus, but you're okay. You can build your stupid colony. And we get to build a colony on Kedara either way.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh, either way? Well, then what's the fucking point?
Local governance, politics, socioeconomics.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about some more side quests. We talked a little bit about bodies in the water. That is where you can track down anybody who's been tossed into a lagoon and or pool. And either tell the woman who's seeking justice about it, or tell the guy who wants to loot the bodies for their equipment.
I would definitely suggest doing the justice, even if you are playing evil, just because the money doesn't matter in this game, and getting the vitality points is better.
Mm-hmm. There's a pretty great quest called Modern Medicine down in the...
Oh, I don't know anything about this quest, Vanessa.
Johnny, we're going to talk about it. Down in the slums...
Johnny, I think we made the same mistake.
Down in the slums, you meet a doctor running a little free clinic out of a shipping container. And he says...
Obviously evil.
Yeah. I used to work for Sloan and developed a medicine that could help all these people, but she wants to use it as a drug because it had mild hallucinatory properties. And I just need you to go to my old lab and get my formula that I developed so I can make antibiotics and medicine for these people. And you head out to the lab and bust on in there, and there you meet a woman who tells you, listen, that guy is a liar. He and I developed the...
This is totally a space meth lab, by the way.
She says, he and I developed the
She's
thing
a
together.
Doctor.
It was
She's
always
a doctor.
supposed to be a... She says she's a doctor.
So is Mr. Breaking
Yeah,
Bad.
she says
Oh, he's
that
a teacher.
it was always intended to be a drug, and he's just an awful druggie. And so at this point, you have the choice to say, okay, you can keep the formula, or
But she says if she gave me the formula, she would die, and that Sloan would kill her.
yeah,
And I didn't. She seemed
Believe
to be,
women, Vanessa.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you not trust her?
because
What's your
she
ruling?
is in the middle of a meth lab actively making meth, and the other guy is running a free clinic out of a shipping container.
Yeah, sure. Free clinic. It's a drug off.
So what happens
Side
if
note,
you let...
may I have a quick aside?
Yeah.
Vanessa keeps taking big old sips of
Smart water?
something that she's drinking out of a bottle. I believe it's vitamin water. But she appears to be chewing it. Vanessa, is your vitamin water chunky?
No, I'm not chewing it, and I don't know what you mean about that.
I mean, multiple times now I've seen you glug.
She just smacks her lips
Oh.
after drinking. A lot of people do that.
That's because I'm taking very big glugs and then swallowing it in, sequence.
And you feel that chewing the liquid makes it go down easier.
No, it's like one glug from the bottle, glug, and then swallow, swallow, swallow.
Also, vitamin water is just sugar water. The Coca-Cola company was sued over it.
It says vitamins on the label, Matt.
I believed it, okay? I fucking believed it.
Hey, it says
I was
it-
like, wow, this delicious vitamin water. And I was shocked that it is just a different kind of sugar water.
Oh.
It says here that it has 100% of my daily niacin.
Niacin, yeah.
Yeah, and 50% vitamin C.
Neosporin.
So that's vitamin.
Whoa.
Ooh.
And there's some vitamins in here. And
Yeah, and 8 tablespoons of sugar.
there's 0 sugar and only 1 carbohydrate because I'm drinking vitamin water. 0 sugar.
Oh.
I mean, I know it's not like good for me, but I basically just drink water, and
Not
sometimes
like
I need a little
Diet
treat.
Pepsi juice. Diet Pepsi juice has all the nutrients that a human like me needs.
Yeah, Johnny is drinking Diet Pepsi out of a fucking mason jar for some reason. Like he lives in the hills of Kentucky.
Because he's fancy. He
I
wants
like-
to put it in a glass.
Yeah, I didn't want the bottle stuff was freaking you guys out, so I classed myself up and I'm drinking out of a glass.
That's why it looks like I'm chewing, because I drink it by like just tipping it into my mouth, so I don't have to actually like swig from the bottle and risk backwash.
I just want to revisit the fact that Johnny just described classing himself up by drinking out of a mason jar.
It is classy. It's hipster. It's Pacific
Yeah.
Northwest classy.
Hipster is not classy. Hipster
I
is
think
like
it's,
the
look, it's got a little
exact opposite
It's
of
got
classy.
a little handle, Matt. It's for drinking.
Johnny, do you call your region the Pacific Southwest?
No, I call it the Lower Mainland.
Ooh.
Whoa, weird.
That's what it's called.
Well, don't get so defensive about it. It was just a question.
Lower to what?
Lower to the rest of the British Columbia.
to Antarctica or the Arctic?
Because
guess
we're like this
Antarctica's
tiny
the
little
southern
southwestern
hemisphere.
portion of British Columbia. So yeah, it's the Lower Mainland.
Johnny,
It's
do you
also
feel,
not. It's in a valley, lower than the mountains.
do you feel that by rights Alaska should be part of Canada? Let's get into it.
Sure, or like belong to the indigenous people. Whatever the people who live there want. Really, I'm not their dad.
Johnny thinks whoever has most recently settled it is the rightful owner.
So, what happens when you let this woman keep the formula then?
You get yelled at. You get the man yells at you.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
very
he's like,
angry
"You
and
idiot."
he yells at you.
You moron. I'm obviously
I
a
hated
doctor.
this.
She's
I
obviously
hated
lying.
this.
I should never have trusted you.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of lays it on pretty thick.
Yeah.
He does.
Well, I told her.
He's like this. I'm sorry that I believed this battered woman.
I told
Sloane
her.
doesn't kill her friends.
Yeah, I told her Sloane wouldn't kill you. You're a doctor. You're too valuable. And she's like, you don't know that. And then I said, no, I'm taking the formula. And she just goes, fuck you. And so then I took it back to the doctor, and he was very grateful.
Well, aren't you the fucking specialist space princess?
I'm the specialist, nicest, most popular, prettiest space princess of all.
There's a fun
Did you
little
do
mission.
that the first time you played this game?
I don't know.
There's a fun little mission you can find where all these people are like talking in weird, not gibberish, but just like excerpts of mathematical formulas. And there's a Solarian who's like, wait, no, it's I can think clearly. And then he goes back to talking gibberish, and you can like scan them, and they're obviously being brain controlled by this group of scientists who live in the Badlands for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked this quest. So they have this like brain control machine, and you can shut it down, which might kill the people, or you can turn it on the scientists, which also still might kill those people in the other place. Or you can like settle it so that at least they're comfortable and not in pain. Or do nothing. What did you do with that mind control box, Matt?
I turned it back on the scientists.
Yeah, me too. It's pretty funny.
Oh, so mean. I, of course.
They're fucking Cerebus. They're Cerebus. I know about Cerebus. Fuck Cerebus.
There was a child that emerged from the shadows and then did a little dance and then emerged back into the shadows.
It was exactly the kind of spooky behavior I was
I don't
afraid
think you
of.
emerge back into shadows.
It was the spook that I thought I might experience when Matt turned out the light.
Turned out the
behind him.
lights.
And it happened. But it was okay because Matt's son is an amazing dancer, so I was all right with it. I made them comfortable, the people who were being experimented on, and then shut down the experiment forever.
Such a goody two shoes.
Yeah,
the
if you
goodiest.
turn it on the scientists, then the people in the house are like, they're even worse off.
Yeah.
They're like, where are I can't, and they're just sort of standing there mumbling, and they're in a lot of pain. So I felt a little.
Oh yeah,
bad.
they're gonna die. They're gonna die.
Yeah, they're gonna like starve to death or something.
There's a side quest that's way out on the fringes of this planet, where you find some guys who have a little greenhouse over a lake, and you can go talk to them, and
Oh yeah.
they have actually,
I started this and then didn't finish it. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck these guys.
you follow their distress signal, and when you get there, you walk into the room, and there's two guys sitting on a couch, and they say, "Oh man, someone followed our distress signal. It worked! Whoa!" And they explain that they are in distress because they are growing a special plant, but their UV light broke, and they need you to bring them a new one so they can grow their special medicinal plant. And you can find a list of their clients for their special medicinal plant. And if you bring them the UV light, I happen to have it on me already. I don't know where I got it from, but I must have.
Oh
picked
yeah,
it
I
up.
did find one. It's in one of the other quests, I think. Like, or somewhere
Yeah.
you'll find it.
Then you can install it and then scan their plant, and you're like, oh yeah, it turns out it does have some medicinal properties, so these guys are right. And they're like, yeah, a plant. And then they ask you to bring some snacks, or they lament that you haven't. I don't remember which one it was.
I did get beer from the guy who's like little beer breweries, a shuttle in the middle of an acid lake.
Yeah, that guy is selling some hardcore homebrew.
I got some for what's her Kesh. Kesh, yeah.
Yeah. And I think that is... Well, there's also the Firefighter's quest, which you can wrap up here.
Yes.
That was the quest that started with getting a disk of bad code that tried to shut down Sam. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty early on that you find it.
So we finally get a email so that we can meet the head of the firefighters. We go there and are pretending that Sam has been shut down and meet a woman who says that she kind of heads this group that hates AI. And she hates AI because of her involvement with
steals
Project
art.
Overlord. Do you remember Project Overlord, Matt or Johnny?
Of course I do.
No.
With the autistic guy who was turned into a big computer by his brother and is in constant pain and it's real bad. And like it's like a creepy horror DLC where if you walk around, like his voice will be like, "What are you doing?" And like will appear on his face will appear on monitors. It's real Lawnmower Manny.
Yeah, I don't remember if is that from Mass Effect 1 or 3?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It's either
I
one or
think maybe
two,
1.
I think.
Yeah, I
It
don't
can't
know.
be 3, right? Based on the timeline?
Yeah.
It can't be 3 based on the timeline. You're correct. So it's either 1 or 2. So she has a son who has some medical issues that she was hoping.
Lawnmower Man syndrome?
No,
he
her son has like some kind of neural problems. Like
Yeah.
he can't move
Lawnmower
his
Man
legs
syndrome.
without assistance
Yeah.
and stuff.
Her hope was that
So he came
Project
with a lawn.
Overlord would cure him. But then she kind of realized that he was going to be experimented on and got out of there before it happened. And
That's why she hates AI.
She hates AI. She has a plan that she won't tell you about, but you can learn about it either by using your scanner, but that will alert them to the fact that you still have an AI in your head, or you can make a special dongle for her son that will help him with his medical problems that you make with the help of Sam. So I made the special dongle, and then we hack into her computer and learn that she has placed some bombs around the Nexus. EMP bombs.
Yeah, you sort of trick the boy because he name drops Project Mercury,
Yeah,
and then you search the computers for that so that you can find out about the bombs.
correct. So I headed back to the Nexus, and by the time I got there, one of the bombs had already gone off because I had taken the time to make the dongle for the boy. But I was able to hunt down the other 3, and then we learned that a sniper has this woman in their sights. She's holding the last device, and we can go talk to her. And I said, "Hey, how about you don't use your bomb, because I did save your boy with a little dongle, and maybe AI isn't so bad because I used it to make a dongle for your boy." And she surrendered peacefully.
I felt bad for the lady who hated AI because the Geth like put her sisters onto Geth spikes.
Oh, that makes
Turian
sense.
lady. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I thought this was interesting. I liked the callback to Project Overlord. I think it's fun when they're able to integrate things like that.
Oh, there was
into this.
another Blasto reference. If you keep pressing the button, the guy's like, "Oh, what? You think you're gonna press the button and then it'll play another excerpt from Blasto versus the Martians or something?"
Oh, yay. I love it when they talk about Blasto.
Everybody loves Blasto.
Whenever she's in like normal mode now, Evil Vanessa is wearing a purple Blasto tank top with a yellow sports bra.
I do think that's a good outfit for Evil Vanessa because I would not wear that outfit.
Purple and yellow? Who are you, Wario?
Yeah. Wah. I
Vanessa.
was going to talk about Liam's special quest this time, but I'd really like to save it for once you guys have done it because
Yeah, that's a really good quest.
it's really fun and good. So I think that might be it for this time. Next time, we'll do Eledaan and Liam's special quest. How about that?
All right. Sounds good.
Oh, man. Which one is Eledaan?
Sand Planet. You've already done it, Matt.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So you could do Liam's special quest and some other things.
I don't know how to start Liam's quest. He just wants to watch movies.
You go to Aya and meet him at the bar there.
Oh, okay. I'll definitely remember that for sure.
If you look in your journal under, like, companions, there will be all of your companion quests.
No, it says he's on hold.
Until you go meet him
I
at
tried.
the bar.
Fine. I'll have to go to a bar if you insist.
So my idea is that we'll do that next time, and then after that we'll do the Last World and the Archon's ship, and then our final Mass Effect episode will be after that, if that sounds good to you.
Oh, can we also
fellas.
do Drax quest, which sort of starts here on we'll do that next time on Kedara and beyond.
Yeah. Eledaan has a lot of Krogan stuff. We'll do all of that. We'll establish our base there. Basically play it until we establish a base or not. It's really clear. You have a decision to make that will do one or the other, and it's up to you.
All right.
With- Bullshit mini games
Go
this week, Johnny? Anything you want to talk about?
No, I played some more Sudoku. Sudoku's fun, and I like driving. I like driving the car. Getting the 4-wheel drive, as Matt said, makes it really silly because you can just jump off of mountains and stuff.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, it's time for me
Oh,
to
I cheated
ask
at poker.
What was that?
I used Sam to cheat at poker.
Yeah, you could use Sam to cheat at poker. I, of course, did not because I'm a good space princess. But
Gil
did you...
could tell. I told him after. I was like, yeah, I cheated. He's like, yeah, I know. You were too good.
Ugh. Well, at least you were honest about it. All right. Let's get into what we're squarely against. Matt, what are you squarely against?
I'm squarely against Reyes. He's annoying.
Oh, I wish I was squarely against Reyes.
Oh, hey.
It felt forced, like this handsome, swarthy man, and then the game is immediately like, so you want to bang him, right? Like, I bounced off of that very hard.
Interesting.
And not just because I'm a lesbian.
Reyes is the first Mass Effect romance that's not a companion, so that's interesting.
Oh,
That's
that is
not true.
interesting.
Cortez in Mass Effect 3 is romanceable.
Oh,
And
wow,
right.
Vanessa's a liar.
and also that secretary on the ship, Kelly.
All right, not a companion or a crew
Suvi.
member. How about that?
What about? I keep getting romance options for the reporter too. On this
Oh, really?
On the Nexus, yeah. I've been hitting on literally everyone.
Speaking of, Johnny, what are you squarely against?
I'm roundly for Kedara. I think this is the game at its best, firing on all cylinders. Like, it feels, at least there's like a little bit of a city and there's a lot going on. It doesn't feel super empty, and the quests are fun. Like, it feels like they had time. I wonder if this is like a planet that they worked on first, so they had time to kind of fill it out, because it feels finished.
I am squarely against every piece of popular music in the Mass Effect world being dance club remixes. It's like, just once I'd like to go into like a Mass Effect coffee shop with someone playing some acoustic guitar or something. Like, come on.
Wait till you watch us play Wing Commander Privateer 2 in the future dance at the bar. You'll appreciate it.
All right.
I can't wait for you to see this. You'll love Baby Clive Owen.
I'm looking forward to it. I do love a good FMV cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
With that out of the way, now is the time for us to level up.
Gasp.
Who wants to go first this week?
I do.
I'll go.
Wait, but I said I do first. Probably
Oh, I thought you said Matthew, but that's fine. Johnny.
I got
and
Johnny,
Matthew
level
sounds
up.
very similar.
I got a virtual operated boy. It looks really good. It's not just a toy. I can play old games on it, and they are fun. It's just a plastic shell. It's just a plastic shell. You put your Switch into it. I recommend putting your old Switch, if you have an OLED, it looks amazing. In that you do have to like unscrew some stuff and kind of do some work to swap out from the one plate to the other plate, and there's no instructions in it, which seemed really weird. I was like, how do I make this work? But I figured it out. There was a plate hidden in the like basically under all the cardboard in the box. There's a plate for the Switch 1 and a plate for the Switch 2, and it looks fantastic. I played Tellero Boxing once in 1995 at a friend's house, and I have not. That's my 2-minute experience with the Virtual Boy. I found that game impossible at the time. Surprisingly, Mario Tennis, which I was really hoping to play, you get a little demo of it to make sure your 3D is working right. But after that, it's not on the. They're giving like 6 games at a time. There's 27 games total. So probably by the end of the year, I'm guessing we'll have all the Virtual Boy games because there's only 27.
What a funny business model. Do you have to buy them individually, or does it like come with your purchase of the Virtual Boy?
It doesn't, actually. You can play it right now and just like look at half the screen. If you have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, the $50 a year Nintendo Switch Online thing. So it's not free, but it's included.
I see.
Yeah. And it's this is a whole class of games I've never played before. I actually think that releasing it 6 games at a time like this isn't a bad idea. It gives you a chance, like you don't just have all of them at once. You sort of play the ones as they come out and sort of get used to them and see which ones you like, which ones you don't. I don't think it's a bad idea. I'm looking forward to Mario Tennis because I love a good tennis game. Although that last Mario Tennis Aces for the Switch 1 was too hard. It had like fighting game inputs and I wasn't good at it. I just want like I want like Wii Tennis level, or that Sega Smash Tennis was really fun. What about you, Matt? You were excited. You want to go?
Yeah. Hi, it's me, your boy Matt. I have been watching Game of Thrones A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I am really enjoying it. It's fantastic. The second to last episode came out this week. The final episode, the finale, season finale, came out the night before this episode released. Episode 5, it's a 6-episode season. Episode 5, as of recording, is the highest rated episode in IMDb history with over 6,000 ratings, and it is a 10 out of 10 episode according to IMDb, and I agree. It is fucking fantastic. And I just wanted to say that again because, good God, what a great show. It's amazing. I also finished...
I'm watching your cat.
Yeah, she's being really loud.
Is she? I can't hear her. I'm just watching her.
Well, Reaper can. I watched Peacemaker Season 2, which I know that I am a few months behind on, but I really enjoyed it. It was really great. I was disappointed to see that they do not have a Peacemaker Season 3 in production, which is weird based on how that season ended, which is to say it seemed to be setting up another season, and I guess that's not happening, which is a bummer. But it was great, and what a great show. And kind of my big level up is that I have been playing Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, and it is fucking amazing. What an awesome, fantastic game. Do I like Dragon Quest games more than Final Fantasy games? I don't know, maybe.
That's a radical thing to say.
Yeah, that's bonkers. There's no Zidane, there's no Vivi, there's no Lulu.
I know, but they're so good. They're so good and they're so fun to play,
They are
which the
fun.
Final Fantasy games are often not fun to play. And they tend to focus on smaller stories, and the overarching plot is kind of just a broader, like, cliche thing, but the game is really the small stories between like little side characters that can really like hit hard and work really well. And anyway, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, it's gorgeous. It's amazing how good it looks. It all looks like fucking stop motion animation toy stuff. Like, it's crazy. It looks fucking amazing. And I cannot put it down. I never played the original Dragon Quest VII, so I'm not a point of comparison for that, but I can say that the modern version is well worth the purchase price. It is just good classic cozy RPG times that I just am super hooked on, and I love it. That's it. That's how I leveled up. What about you, Vanessa?
Well, it's Olympics time, and that means I get to watch my favorite sport, figure skating. Well, okay, Taskmaster is my favorite sport, but of the sports that are played in the Olympics, figure skating is my favorite sport. I like it because it's got dance, it's got pretty costumes, it's got amazing athleticism. It's just, it's the closest you can get to a musical and still be a sport.
Yeah. I mean, maybe controversial opinion here, but I don't think that anything that is scored by judges instead of won by points is a sport.
That is a common sentiment, which is voiced by people. But,
That's just a popularity contest.
well, the first Olympics had singing contests and things like that, so it's not out of place in the Olympics, but it's okay with me if you don't want to call it a sport. But on the other hand, I know ballerinas who refer to ballet as a sport, just in acknowledgement of the athleticism that it takes. So it's complicated.
Is it sports
however-
entertainment like wrestling?
Yeah, exactly.
Along those lines, Matt, there have been some controversies this year, as there is almost every year in figure skating.
Did some countries score their own players way higher than they deserved?
Yep.
Did someone have an implant up their butt that vibrated to tell them to skate good?
Chess is more of a sport than figure skating.
I don't know that everybody had, or that anyone had a implant in their butt, but there was quite a controversy in the world.
But you like to think they did.
They might have. I've no evidence that they didn't. And that's not traditionally how evidence works, but why not? Let's go with it. In ice dancing...
Buzz, that means I need to pirouette.
In ice dancing, many people felt that Chalk and Bates, the Americans, should have taken gold, but the French team took gold after the French judge scored them, I think, 8 points higher than Chalk and Bates. And
you're just proving my point.
Of the judges, a majority of them had put Chalk and Bates above the French team, although it was close. So there will be a review of those results. Interestingly, the French ice skating judge, not this particular judge, but just in the world of ice dancing, the French judge in the past was banned for rigging the contest. So could be a case of history repeating. In a shocker in men's, Ilya Malinin, the quad god himself, who everyone expected to take gold for the USA, finished in 8th place in the individual competition after totally...
Wow, he took a dive, huh?
Taking a dive. Is this a DraftKings situation? Probably not. It seems more that he is 21. He was hyped up as the unbeatable golden boy of skating, and he just couldn't take the pressure. But he'll be back in 4 years.
Yeah, nerves is a huge part of it.
Mm-hmm. Also, the favorite American woman single skater She finished 12th after the short program because, again, of nerves, it would seem, and was not able to get herself together. But out of nowhere comes Alyssa Liu, the American who had quit figure skating at the age of 19 because she hated the competition element of it. Decided to find a way to just make it fun for herself and came back. And she said all season she just wants to share her art, have a good time, show off how cool figure skating is. She took the gold. She won the whole thing.
Wow.
She beat out the Japanese favorite. Japan came in silver and bronze position. But Alyssa won first place after her free skate to, and I kid you not, MacArthur Park. You know, MacArthur Park is for someone left the cake out
Which
in the
version?
rain.
Was it the Richard Harris? Was it the Donna Summers?
I think it was Donna Summers, but I'm not sure. It wasn't
Okay.
Richard Harris, but it was really cute routine. She seems, you just know these people from the little you see on TV, but she seems super supportive of her fellow skaters. She was hugging everyone and congratulating them. She has stripe-dyed hair and piercing inside of her mouth. She's a real punk rock little girl, and she won.
All the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take. Oh, it's gonna get us. It's gonna get us Spotify.
Yeah.
We're going to get a copyright strike.
So, good for her. It was a really fun routine, and I was happy to see her up there on the podium, and her competitors seemed happy to see her there too, because I think she's just a nice person all around. And that's figure skating, baby. It's over for another 4 years. Unless you follow the worlds, and who does that?
Oh, yeah. I'm super into curling right now, but I won't watch a lick of it until
Yeah.
2030.
Ugh. 2030. You're gonna watch
don't
it
worry,
from your
John. You'll be an AI
jetpack
by then.
in future. Oh God. You keep saying that, man.
Oh, but I guess I
It's because I
should.
plan to kill you.
I should also give a shout out to
And stuff your brain into the machine.
Oh, okay.
I'll give a shout out to
It's your
the
DVD player.
figure skating teams competition. As figure skating aficionados yourselves, you guys know that the teams go first before the individual competition.
Of course.
In that instance, the men's, women's, ice dancing, and pairs scores are all added together. And the USA did take gold in teams. So Ilya Melanin, the quad god, did get a gold medal, just not all on his own, as did Chalk and Bates and all the other Americans who participated.
Choco Bates.
You sent us a picture of the medal ceremony, and the Japanese team does seem to have Pokemon on them.
Those are the Olympic mascots they are giving out in addition to medals this year. You get two little stuffies to be your friend.
Two Mewtwo's. Mm-hmm. No, a Mewtwo and I don't know, Plantoffee. I don't know what that other guy is.
But I know that...
That is quite a hairstyle choice for
Yeah,
the gold medal winner.
I really like her because she skates her age, like she skates like a 20-year-old. She just has a lot of energy. She is styled like a 20-year-old. I think a lot of times these young women try to be elegant and mature in their skating, and she's just out there having fun. And it's fun to watch.
You didn't tell me she floats. Why didn't you mention that?
Yeah, why didn't you mention the fact that she floats?
Of course she floats. She's a figure skater. She floats across the
that
ice.
seems like an unfair
Obviously,
advantage.
of course.
They work really hard to be able to float and fly through the air, Johnny.
Okay. She does have Chun-Li sized quads. Holy crap. That is a strong girl.
All three of them do.
Yep. It takes a lot of strength.
Yeah.
And the winner of the men's individual contest was from Kazakhstan. and
Oh,
no
cool.
one expected him to win, or even be on the podium. But it was a big night for upsets. All of the favorites took a tumble on the ice.
And the Kazakhstan judge, of course, awarded him 10 points over anybody else.
I don't believe there was a Kazakhstan judge.
Oh, wow. That seems problematic.
Well, they can't have a judge from every single country.
Yeah, there's 6
Can't
judges,
they?
right?
I think there's 8 or something like that.
Oh, okay. It's always Russia's the hard one, usually.
Russia
it's France
is
this year.
not allowed to compete in the Olympics.
Oh, wow.
I had been wondering about that. Are they banned this year? I have not seen any Russian.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not watching every sport.
Yeah, they're banned. There
Good.
was a
Awesome.
in figure skating.
Russia.
They can get in by skating as like unaffiliated, basically.
No,
so.
yeah, no nationality. I think you can do that in any of the. I think you can do that in any of the competitions.
Yeah. So there were some citizens of Russia, but they were not skating on behalf of Russia.
Fuck Russia.
Yeah.
Fresh.
I think we can all agree.
That is definitely the Olympic sentiment. What I don't know is if they are banned because of their doping or because of their invasion of another country this year. And I should probably know that, but maybe it's a combination of both. Neither is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we did it. That's our level up, and now it's time to talk about the Patreon.
Yay. Can I tell you about the Patreon, Vanessa?
Please.
Please do.
We have a Patreon, and you can subscribe at 2 tiers. The $3 a month tier gets you access to every single bonus episode. I guess this month's going to be about Fallout, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's
like
what
you're
you have
guessing.
told us.
Well, no,
It's
I
your
was going to
fucking
do that.
choice.
I was going to do it as an extra episode, but it's too late now. So I guess it's just going to be the episode is going to be a final review of Fallout. I did write my notes before watching the last episode so we can see what I thought was going to happen. And Vanessa did the same.
I did.
Yeah. And for $5 a month, you get access to voting. So you can help us choose what game goes next. We give you a list of games. And this year, the theme is all bangers, no filler. So as Matt said at the front, the choices were Fable 3, kind of a questionable banger. I thought it was pretty good. I didn't finish
like it.
What are the other choices? What did you choose, Vanessa?
Link's Awakening, Dishonored
That's
2,
what I chose.
and Kingdom
Right.
Hearts Chain of Memories.
It's not Birth by Sleep? I thought it was Birth by Sleep.
Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
I guess I could open up the Patreon and find out. Anyway, so
no, it
you
was
can
Birth by Sleep.
Oh, okay. So you have access to all of that stuff. So you get the bonus episodes and you get the voting. And so I think there's like a couple of weeks left to vote. So get on that. You don't have to make Link's Awakening win if you don't want to, but obviously it's a beloved game.
I'll
So,
give it my
it makes
best
sense.
shot. You know, historically I don't do well at finishing Zelda games, but I'll try my best.
Right. Hold on. I do have to update the list. So let me just divide this by 3. 1 second. And 1 moment, please. Because we also like to thank every person who does subscribe at any level. But it takes us a few episodes. Right now we're finishing off a list. So this is going to be a short list of people. But that's okay.
Yeah.
And so, but these are the special. No, they're not they're as special as everyone else. But I hope you feel special because today's all about making you feel special. So today, I'd like to thank Star Healer Samu Mitchell, Soul Wagner, Pope Hat Ben, who is, to be clear, not an actual pontiff, Seth G, and Breegirth. Who would you like to thank, Vanessa?
I'd like to thank Ed Franco, press F to squoot, Rachel, Amanda Douglas, friend of DeSoto, Aaron O'Toole, and Tracy.
And I'd like to thank Dr. Fine, say everyone's name. Cerulean, Andy M., Matt Jorgensen, Brian Pitt, Lord Buttwin the Third.
Great job, Matt.
Thanks.
All right, send us an email. You know our email address at squirtspodcast@gmail.com. You can biscuit us at squirtspod.bsky.social, which is checked occasionally, or find our channel on Discord. Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks to Stephen Morris for our Squirts theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links are in the show notes.
For the Square Roots Podcast, I'm Matthew Van Zant.
I'm Johnny Brandon.
And I'm Vanessa, and I'm having so much fun playing Andromeda with my friends.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.